Alright guys, it's Wolfenstein, and I'm back after a long time of not, playing some games. I am so sorry about that. I tried to fix the saved game for my, Rogue Legacy, and it was having issues, and then it freaked out, and I don't know what the deal is, but I can't really
This is the
pick
story
up.
of a man named Stanley.
But yeah, so we're gonna play
Stanley
some
worked for a
Stanley's
company
Parabola,
in a big building
or
where he
Parable.
was employee
Yes.
number 427. Employee number 427's job.
Actually, I
was
haven't
simple.
heard a whole lot about
He
this,
sat at his desk
so
in room
this is
427,
gonna be pretty
and
new
he
to me.
pushed buttons on the keyboard.
heard
Orders
it's,
came to him through a monitor on his desk. Telling
heard
him
it's
what buttons
pretty
to
funny.
push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Yeah, like I said, I really haven't heard like anything about this game before, so everything's gonna be pretty. I'm not going to be very knowledgeable of what's going on.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah,
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
the overwhelming narration. Yeah, just like the Rogue Legacy, I'm gonna be playing this pretty regularly until I finish it, so hopefully nothing goes wrong with this. I hope not. And it is just just released today, I think it was, and yeah, it should work out fine, as long as I don't try to transfer between computers again. Doesn't seem to be much around. Is this where I'm going?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Like, that's pretty much all I know about, is just the little quirky narration.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Or did he?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm hoping the mouse
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the
surely.
detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah, hopefully my mouse clicking, because it's pretty close to my mic, I'm hoping it's
But
not too
eager
loud.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Right. I think we'll actually follow it this time.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Just fuck whatever the narrator says. We're not doing that. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see.
Yeah, pretty much just gonna say
right,
fuck whatever the
left,
narrator
down,
says. Maybe
left,
follow along
right.
occasionally,
Yep,
but...
okay, yes. I've got it now.
Kinda
This story
do
is
my own thing
absolutely,
with it.
definitely this way.
Okay. Definitely. This is definitely... Oh, there. I was like, weird.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding?
Oh, what number?
It's all rubbish now.
I remember
Whole
what
story
number it
completely
was.
unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
We'll just start over, I guess. Oh, here we are. I guess we should
All of his co-workers were
actually
gone.
follow along
What could
this
it
time.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, I guess we better follow along with whatever the narrator's got going.
When Stanley... Wait,
Oh,
what?
Okay.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
We'll go through the original door you said. Maybe it'll be down this way. Or maybe not if there's like 50 open doors. We're probably going like everywhere. Pretty much all I know about this game is the narrator just mind fucks you, and that's how the story goes. And that's how it feels like it's going right now.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Again.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Sorry about that.
All of his co-workers
Yeah.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Pretty much pure mindfuck. That's all I know about this.
Okay,
Yeah, now
yep,
there's no
it's
doors.
worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back
course.
the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Brilliant.
Aha!
So, yeah.
I knew
Oh,
we'd
okay.
miss something.
There we go.
The
Now
story.
you just had to go in
Here
reverse.
it comes.
And
No,
then-
wait. Never
Wait,
mind.
no.
Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way
Oh,
and retrace
you
our
just
steps.
Turn around again. Yeah. That's the way to go. Huh.
Now this...
Here to know.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
You know, 5th try is always working. Oh, now there's a
All right, I've got a
nice
solution.
guide
This
on the
time, to
floor.
make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line.
Oh.
How simple is that?
solitaire. Come on, I want to play. Let me play. Fuck! I wanted to play some... card games.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's
Around
over in
these
this
papers.
direction. Onward,
Curiously.
Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another
Why, of
way,
course.
is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward,
Totally on
are
the
we
wall.
implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself?
Round
Whoa,
chair
whoa.
through this.
Hang on. That got a bit weird
Fuck.
back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
There you go.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley,
Damn,
this
that's a
fern
sexy
will
fern.
be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
fuck that.
You won't want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable,
Line,
right? The story?
you're drunk.
Is any of this Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us?
Line's
And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Yeah. I am gonna try to keep these to about 15 to 20 minutes, I think. That way we can get some story progression and then
You know
also-
what, Stanley?
okay.
I say forget the
Fucking
adventure
shut the door
line.
in
What's
my
it ever
face.
done for us?
Bastard.
We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and keep
Now,
these like
yes,
15
this
20 minutes.
is exciting. Just
I can
me
get
and
some
Stanley
sort of
forging a
progression,
new
but
path, a
not
new
having
story.
too
Well, it
long.
could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
We're
Whatever
just,
it might be, Stanley,
going in
I'm
circles
ready
and
for it.
circles and circles. The incredible randomness and mindfuck.
Oh,
that-
no,
my
not you
God.
again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Just ignore it. It'll go away eventually. Oh, there it goes.
Ah,
I feel like
a
I'm in
choice.
the Matrix.
We get to make
This
a
looks really
decision.
familiar.
From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay.
Okay,
So I
just-
know that
just
each
walk in
door has to
circles.
lead somewhere. which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The confusing ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this
After a long time, Stanley dies.
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Or what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the time return stopped? Does that mean,
Just,
did we do it?
Fuck the
Did
system.
we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Looks
How
like
would
it.
we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
There were two doors, they both led here.
So,
Of course.
okay.
There's a single chair.
I guess now we just wait. You know,
So
I suppose in
many
some
times to
way
wait.
that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Oh, what the fuck? Oh yeah, that's right. It did, that was a part of the thing. It restarts on its own. Now, so we're on the 6th one. Alright, we'll play through this one last.
All of his co-workers were gone.
See what happens
What could it
next.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the
And then
meeting
I think
room.
I'll have to
Perhaps
end
he
it.
had simply missed a memo.
It is about like 18 minutes, I think.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so we're actually gonna enter the door on the left. So we don't mess things up any more than we already have.
Yet there was not a single person here
Tips for
either.
not getting fired.
Feeling a wave of
God bless.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Interesting. It feels like there's just so many things you could find that are just like hanging around. Slide about the slides. Those roads depict the same information. Okay, we'll just move on.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. So we're going to the boss's office now? So I can get math. I guess we'll be able to go in there later or something.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Oh, that's cool.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh dear God.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I feel like this is just gonna like endlessly lead nowhere. Alright. Well, I guess I'll end it here, and we'll see what happens next time. I'll try to begin the game again. I'll try to upload every day if I can, and that way just kind of progress and stuff. And yeah, I think that's about it for this time, and I will see you tomorrow then. So